gonna wait as usual for someone to join. So I know you can hear me. I actually have a microphone today. Hello. I found it in a drawer in my apartment and I thought, why don't I use it? So let's wait for the first person to join, and then I will start my speech. You obviously read the title, so you know what we're going to talk about. I've shared a couple of reels on my Instagram and YouTube shorts, kind of mentioning it briefly, and had a few people commenting, asking questions, telling me to go and get a second opinion. One person is here. Oh, here or not here? Like I said, I want to wait until I have someone in this live, so I know if you can hear me. 3 people. Guys, can someone respond, please? Can you guys hear me with this fabulous microphone that I have? Guys, there is a chat on the right hand side, so please, if you don't mind, I'd appreciate you just texting in the chat saying yes, we can hear you, go ahead, or do I need to speak a bit louder? Oh, Vikas, as you're the first one to text, can you tell me if you can hear me? And can you hear me well? Rimla is here. Hi, Rimla. You can hear, perfect. So shall I continue? Well, obviously you've seen the subject of this live, and can you actually believe it? Hi, John. Hi. Our audience is good. Look, I have a mic. Is this better? Shall I sit like this? Hi, everybody. La 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 la. But then I talk with my hands, so I can't really hold that. I need to. Anyway, let's crack on with this live. God, the usual people that talk shit in lives. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. So anyway, let me start this conversation. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'm gonna say it how it is, and I know some people may judge me, may think that I'm sharing too much with people on the internet, but for the people who have been following me for a while, you guys know that I say it how it is and I show it how it is. So it's not always pretty, it's not always wonderful. There are the ugly truth and things that, you know, perhaps I'm not proud to share. And I will answer all your questions, but let me just start the conversation. So I'm not being interrupted with questions, because otherwise I lose my thought process and then it all goes downhill. So anyway, I still can't believe I'm actually sharing it on internet, but it's because I really want you to understand the full situation. So 3 years ago, I've had an operation down there. A long story, but they had to remove some fibroids, which wasn't cancerous. So I had an operation, it was all good, happy days. Had a few things that they found on the way once they've opened. But anyway, that's that. And over the last 6 months, so anyway, when I had an operation, they told me I need to take some hormones, which in the beginning I said no. You know me, I like herbal, natural, you know, I don't even take paracetamol, let alone hormones. So I'm very anti-medicine because, and to share a little bit for the new people that's joined, I just feel like with medicine, we're healing one part of our body and then destroying another. And there's big money behind the whole medicine world. And I sometimes feel that our government wants us to be unwell just so we go and buy more medicine. It's like alcohol and cigarettes, but alcohol and cigarettes, you know, with the new generation, it's going to disappear soon. So if you are in those businesses, tobacco and alcohol, I suggest you find something else. However, medicine and you know, all the minerals, vitamins, it's going to boom. So anyway, I've said no, and that was that. So everything was fine. I had my period, no symptoms, everything was fine. So over the last 6 months, I've started to feel like I am losing my mind. And not just mind, I'm losing shit with people. I'll tell you about the symptoms. So more irritable. I mean, since I left my career in UK, I do find my tolerance level are at 0. Literally, I have no tolerance. It's crazy. I mean, I try to be nice with Thai people because they you know, I'm trying to be nice. However, when it comes to other people, I literally take no shit. So 0 tolerance, constantly feeling hot, but then, you know, I always sort of explain it by the fact that I am in Thailand and it's plus 37 outside, humidity at 85%. Go to the toilet, but then people were like, Natalia, but you drink like 4 liters of water. So of course you could be going to the toilet often. I'm like, okay, makes sense. I did actually went and check my urine, you know, all the business down there. I've had like scan and camera down there and all sorts of stuff. You may call me hypochondriac. And sometimes I kind of feel like, am I a hypochondriac? Am I always trying to find what's wrong with me? So anyway, so that symptom, a really lack of motivation. You know, when you know what you need to do, you know how to do it. Let's say if we talk about business or work, but you don't want to do it. That's what I find is been the hardest over the last 6 months. Hence, you're probably not going to find many videos on my channel in the last year and a half. And I do live because there's 0 work. You sit down, put your phone on, like today, and you talk. And I enjoy lives because then I can interact with you. So anyway, I went, yeah, and over the last 6 months, my period stopped. So a few people said to me, oh, you moved to Thailand, change of scenery is stressful. You know, I moved houses like 5 times in the last 6 months, packing, unpacking, and for everyone who moved houses, you know how stressful it is, but I haven't just moved houses, I moved countries. You know, imagine, so I was in Latvia, UK, now Thailand, yeah, going 100 miles an hour, constantly stressing. So a few of my friends said, look, you're probably stressed and that's why you don't have period. And a few people said to me, oh, you're under eating, which is not the case. I'm trying to stop eating. I'm definitely not under eating. Or you over exercising. That was the case 3 years ago when I was over exercising. I was like training 3 times a day, and then yes, my period stopped, and because my body fat was low. Anyway, now I have a great body fat. I have very light training. I literally hardly do anything, to be honest. So when I start to analyze it, I was like, hold on one second. So I'm eating well, I'm training okay, you know, why I do not have period? Not like I miss them very much, but it's one of the signs, and I know there are a lot of men here. I'm sorry guys, it's probably not the subject you want to talk about. However, if you are in the relationship with a woman, you may want to continue watching this live because it will be super useful. Because what I'm sharing with you now, and you may think that your partner is a bitch, but she may not be a bitch. she might be going through stuff and her hormones need looking at, and that's why she's acting like a bitch. Obviously, I don't have a partner, so I have no complaints. But talking to a lot of my guy friends, you know, I hear their pain when they moan about their women. For some reason, I have a lot of guy friends. Don't know why. I just find it easier to be friends with guys. There's like no drama, no bitchiness, no moaning. Yeah, just fun. So yeah, I prefer being friends with males. I will ask the questions. I will answer all the questions. So anyway, then I thought, okay, if you're a woman and you don't have a period, that's one of the 5 signs that your body is telling you that something is wrong with you. So then I thought, oh, should I go back to Latvia to have it checked, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, do you know what? I'm not going to wait until I go back to Latvia. I'll go now. So I go to the doctor, a Thai gynecologist that I found. Had to do a proper FBI check on all the doctors in Phuket. So found kind of 2 which had good reviews. I've studied their education. You know, I always go in depth, sometimes probably too in depth. But that's just me. You know, whatever I do, I try to gather as much information as possible. So go to this doctor, explain the situation. Few things that I didn't like. I've translated all my reports from the operation that I had because I truly think it's related. She kind of read it really quick, and there was like 7 pages. She sort of looked through it. I was like, I'm not sure how thorough that is. So anyway, she was like, we need to do a test, hormones. You know, we need to do a blood test. So she took 4 hormones: estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and another one. Can't remember what it was called. So anyway, listen to this. This is gonna absolutely blow your mind. So 3 days later, I text Line. Line is same as WhatsApp, but it's what they use in Thailand. So I text Line, the clinic, and say, oh guys, did you have my blood results? So anyway, they send me this A4 piece of paper with all the 4 hormones, you know, with all the measurables, the statistics, and then written in pen underneath, menopause, HIT treatment recommended, da 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 da. So as I'm reading, I'm thinking, fucking hell, you know, that's early. So then I text back and I say, well, shall I come back for an appointment, or like, so what do I do now? They're like, yeah. So, 2 step back, had to pay over £100 for the first initial meeting, where she said 2 words. Literally, she said, we need to do a blood test in order to determine what's wrong with you, and that was it. So I paid over £100 for just that. So then I get this result, I book another appointment, come back and charge me again. This time I think they charged me 20 quid, where she said, yeah, you are in a premature menopause. So I was like, well, I said, you know, are you sure? I said, can it be something else? You know, there could be a lot of different things with the same symptoms. And she said, well, she thinks it's a menopause. Like, I'm halfway through menopause. Because menopause, you've got perimenopause, and then the menopause is 12 months without a period. That's when you go into menopause officially. Great situation to be in. And she said, in order for us to start HRT, we need to examine your breast. So then she tells me to go and do an ultrasound and mammogram of my boobs. So I go and do that, which cost me again a fortune. Thank God I found this offer in Bangkok. Down to my thorough research, I found this offer in Bangkok hospital, where they did it for half price for all women every Friday over age of 35 who didn't previously had cancer. So I applied for this program, which I thought was brilliant. So I had it done. Thank God it came back all good. Again, cost me fortune. And then I book another appointment. So can you understand why I feel exhausted? So I go to the doctor. She really quickly sort of runs through the reports about the breast and then says, yeah, we can start with HRT. So what she prescribed is the gel, estradiol and progesterone tablets. Again, you have to take a gel from day 1 to day, I think 25, then progesterone on the day 14 till 25. And so it's not like really straightforward, and you have to apply, like I apply it on my legs. So I've been taking it for a week now. So far, how do I feel? I do feel actually calmer. I don't know if it's related or if it's just me talking myself into it. You know, when you, as a kid, you fall down, your mommy kisses you on your bruise and it no longer hurts. So I don't know if it's maybe that. So I don't know, but it doesn't matter as long as I feel better. So thoughts on Trump. How relevant is this to this conversation? But anyway, maybe he's going through menopause too. That's my thought. So anyway, this is where I'm at, guys. When I've put all these results into ChatGPT and DeepSeek app, it gave me completely different diagnosis. And yeah, it said that I'm not in the menopause. So I feel like I need to get a second opinion. But from everything that I've read about Phuket, I can't find the right doctor. So yeah, any thoughts on that? Where are you now? I'm in Phuket, guys. I feel they do a lot of tests to make money. I had same with dentists, want to do x-ray all the time. In my country, they never ask x-ray before cleaning. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? Thank you for all the compliments. I'm not ignoring you guys. I can't read your messages whilst I'm telling my story. Do you want any kids? Did you want any kids? No, do you know what? The fact, what bothered me about finding that I'm potentially in a premature menopause is not the fact that I'm not able to have kids. It's that I'm going to age faster. You know, and everything is 3 times harder to lose weight, to keep weight down, to build muscle, to sleep better. That what bothered me more. Why not trying to get a proper consultation in Europe? Yeah, but I live here right now, so going to Europe, you know, just the flight would cost me $1,000. You know, of course, if I had a you know, unlimited pot of money, yeah, I'd be going here, there, everywhere. Why not? But that's not the case. When you've done most things, nothing is new. It's hard to find motivation. Yeah, true. Sometimes I'm like, oh, what's the point of doing this? You know, I've done this before. Oh, what am I gaining? Oh, what's the value? What people are gaining? What's the purpose? You know, I feel like that all the time, Nico. I feel like that daily, in fact. It's like now I'm planning, I'm actually gonna create a fundraiser for my trip. I really want to go to Seoul in Korea. You know how passionate I am about wellness, beauty, and I know Seoul right now is like #1 in the world. So I really, really want to go, and I actually, guys, will share a link. So if you want to support my trip and make my dream reality and learn about the latest medical, you know, news, and because I want to visit the clinics, I maybe want to try 1 or 2 procedures, show all the prices, share all the places. So I want to go in July this year, and I need to raise £1,500 for this trip, and then obviously I will add my own £1,000 because it will cost me a lot, but I really want to go because I really want to see it for myself. you know, explore it, visit clinics, book appointments. I'm talking to 3 clinics right now. I want to book in-person appointments with them, and then obviously when I'm there, film it all. Yeah, so if you want to support, even with £1, you know, £1 will help, you know. I'm going to share the link in the description of this live and the first comment of this message. Seoul is cheap, 200 return fare. No, actually, you're wrong, darling. It's 350. I've just checked. So it's not 200, unfortunately. Fly to Bangkok, but I'm scared will be a lot of other money tests. Yeah, it's just gonna be the same thing. To be honest, I'd rather go to Seoul, check that, check the clinics, look at all the innovative latest, you know, procedures when it comes to facial procedures, body procedures, and you know, all that sort of stuff. So that's what I decided that I want to do. And to be honest, I always wanted to go to Seoul, you know. So I've started researching into it. It's like my full-time unpaid job. Like yesterday, I spent I think 4 hours on laptop, just looking at the areas where to stay, you know, and of course I need to research clinics, doctors, and a lot of clinics. Like when I've looked at the procedures they do, half of it I don't even know what it is, you know. So I have to learn and read about the procedures and see what it's all about, because you know I'm very anti filler. I don't want filler, I don't want threads. I want to use more natural way of enhancing my face. So that's why I want to go there. Yeah, not just learn, of course show you as well. That's why I am raising money for this trip, because of course I then want to document everything, film everything, post for you guys so you can have a look. And even if you never get a chance to go to Korea and Seoul, you will just learn a lot about what's new, like what, you know, what girls, and I mean not girls, what people have done in what they do in Seoul. You know, one of my skin concerns is certainly pigmentation, and I just feel they nailing it, you know, Koreans, because their skin is like perfectly white. So I always, when I see people from Korea, I always like, oh, I want to have skin like this. I mean, not that white, but you know, with no pigmentation. Do you guys have any questions apart from how are you? I'm very well. Well, not well, I'm tired. I went shopping as well, and shopping just kills me today. Had to get some trainers. I'm looking for some t-shirts and shirts, because if I go to Seoul, I need to have some decent clothes. I can't wear what I wear in Phuket, you know, flip-flops and shorts, you know. I think you don't like to talk to me because you're from India. No, darling, that's not the case. There are other people in this chat, so why shall I just talk to you? I want to talk to everyone. It's not all about you. It's nothing to do where you're from. It's not related, so I'm not sure why you saying that. A bit silly of you. Is the weather in Korea similar to Phuket? Yeah, from what I read, yeah, it's going to be a rainy season. But then I'm like, well, I'll be going from clinic to clinic, mall to mall. I want to visit the cultural stuff as well, because I really like architecture and, you know, museums, and I really like all that. So, yeah, I'd like to visit that as well. If it's raining, it's fine, but I need to buy appropriate wear. So that's why I'm raising funds as well, because I need to like get a new wardrobe, get accommodation there, get a flight, pay for the clinics, obviously food. Anyway, if I have any, I will post more on the channel, but if I have any people who watch me from Seoul, please guys, let me know. If you're there, if you, I don't know, can help me in any way. Maybe I can stay in your house. If you have a spare bedroom, that would save me on a hotel. Yeah. I'm from Latvia. Which country you belong? And do you like India and Indian men? No, I don't like India, and no, I don't like Indian men. And I'm from Latvia. I always wonder why Indian men watch my channel. What about other nationalities? Why Indian men? I just sometimes find you guys a little bit full on. Like, don't be too sensitive about it, but sometimes you're just too full on. I wish you didn't worry about your skin so much. You really are lovely as you are. Oh, thank you, Kev. No, but yeah, I've got some improvements to do. Yeah, you know, to make it better. There's always a room for improvement in my world. Yeah, so that's why I want to go to Korea and yeah, and learn what's new, what's good, what's not so good. Because, you know, a lot of my friends, they've used so much filler that now they actually look older than me, and I haven't had anything done. So there's always that borderline. You have to be really careful not to overdo it. That's why I don't want to be going to random people and having this done and that done. I want to go there, learn what's what. If I have enough budget, maybe have something, you know, like some vitamins or, yeah. Hey, meine, what it means, the menopause. Oh God, you don't know what menopause is? Babe, chat GPT, you'll learn. I'm from Colorado, but living in Cambodia since January, hoping to visit South Korea at some point. Yeah, you see, I want to go to South Korea too. What inspired you to start Kica Club and focus on transformation? I like everything to do with wellness. I can talk about it forever. You know, a lot of people want me to do parties and, I don't know, find them women or whatever. It just doesn't rock my boat. You know, I want to do what I like and hopefully make it as my work. So I think, yeah, wellness, I can talk about it forever. I can, yeah, I like helping people when it comes to wellness, their lifestyle, how they can change their lifestyle to be healthier. Like, I do a lot of, what do you call it, post on, you see, I can't even think, on my Instagram. I post daily. So if you like this type of content, you know, inspirational, motivational, wellness, confidence, then I suggest to follow me on Instagram, because there I post daily. Instagram is natalijakica, so same as the name of this channel, but just a dot. I also have it in the description, so just have a look at it if you can't find it. What does a typical day look like during the wellness week in Phuket? Obviously, we train, we eat healthy, we talk about self-development, how to be better. We visit the beach. I have a program actually displayed on my Instagram. So if you go on my page, I actually, what do you call it? I pinned it to profile, so flip through it. For sure training, meditation, stretching. What else have I got there? Yeah, quite a few things. We're visiting 4 best training facilities. Obviously, I'll be training with you alongside. It'll be loads of fun. Yeah, so I'm planning my first wellness week in October. It will be for men and women, but I want to do it separately, because when it comes to women, I want to do more to do with dancing. Obviously, I like dancing, as you can probably tell from my Instagram and YouTube. So I want women to really have a go at it, and yeah, hopefully to love it as much as I do. But there's a lot more. So if you, Mohammed, Hamza, interested in joining, reach out to me personally, and then of course I can talk to you. We can have a short call too. Does it mean that you can't have children no more? Well, if I'm in the early menopause, then yeah, that's what it means, correct. Crazy cat lady. Actually, I really don't like cats. Can't stand cats. And lately, don't like dogs either. I'm crazy. I am crazy, that's true, but not the cat lady. You're so pretty, support. Ah, thank you. What are some unique techniques or tools you use to help participants reconnect with themselves? You know, I think because I'm a real person, and because I'm so passionate, it sort of rubs onto other people. I get feedback quite often on my Instagram that people just get inspired by what I do, how I think, what I say. It's like even the latest situation about my hormones. Do you know how many men and women texted me saying that they went to blood and did a blood test to check their hormone levels? Because what I was telling them and sharing with them in terms of my symptoms, they saw themselves in that, and they were like, shit, what is wrong with me? Why do I feel down or sad with no reason? And yeah, so for me it's about talking, it's about listening, it's about giving directions, it's about inspiring, and of course I've been in a management role for 18 years in UK. I think I know how to get shit done, how to get other people to do what they need to do. Yeah, I hope that answered the question. You are so beautiful. Hi from Dublin, Ireland. Finally, some people not from India. Hi, Chris. Someone like dancing too. Yeah, but not in high heels, no? Or would you be dancing in high heels too? Maybe we do like the, you know, like not the, what do you call it? Not Zumba. What do you call it? Like the sexy dance, you know, with the men and the women where they like shake ass and stuff. I like that dance. Your retreats looks amazing. Any chance you're planning to visit the Middle East or host something here in the future? Look, if you have some propositions for me to come and host it there for you, if you have the audience, and yeah, why not? But if you are based in Middle East, travel to Thailand first. It's budget friendly. You know, you'll get a lot more for your money. It's not as hot if you travel in October. Obviously, Middle East is hot. It's a lot of nature. Depends where you are from Middle East, but you have a lot of sand, a lot of desert. Here, there's a lot of green. So I really feel, Hamza, that you should come here. Yeah, you should really come here. You know, I also considered organizing it. If I have a group of people, let's say 5 of you coming, because 5 is the minimum number that I would consider, then I can prepare a special program for you, for just your group. But it will be wellness related. Of course, we will go to beach club. Yes, we can hire the boat and go to PP Island and, you know, see the Maya Bay where the movie Beach was filmed with Leonardo DiCaprio. We can do all that, but I wouldn't want it to be all about alcohol, smoking weed and, you know, and doing all that business. You know, I really want it to be where you come to this wellness. I don't want to call it retreat. I bloody hate the word retreat. Just wellness week. Where you maybe shift your mind slightly, you know, where you think, hang on a second, I can actually look better, I can feel better, I can eat better, and all I need to do is small changes, you know, because of course you will be living in an environment where everyone is focused on health. So it sort of rubs onto you. You know, the restaurants, they have calories and things like this. And we'll have me as a tour guide and, you know, as a concierge. Was menopause the health issue that you had reservation sharing? Yes, 𝐥𝐢𝐧𝐠. Yeah, because like my family was like, oh, why do you want to broadcast it into the entire world that you're potentially going for menopause? And I'm like, well, we're all going to be there sooner or later. Why not share it and potentially help someone? Because I think a lot of people, they put a taboo on this subject, and I'm like, we're talking about drugs, we're talking about sex, we're talking about prostitutes. Why are we not talking about menopause? Like, even if you Google it, there's not much searches, like there's not much information available about it. And even when you go to the doctors and you say, oh, I'm not in the menopause and I'm in a perimenopause, they're like, oh, okay, how do we treat this? We don't know. So it's really the subject that, in my point of view, is not explored enough. Do you know what? I never understand when people wear sunglasses in a shopping mall, like inside. Why would you wear sunglasses inside? Especially with the black lenses. If it's like see-through lenses, it's okay. It's maybe like part of style, part of fashion. Black lenses? Yeah, weird. Right. Hi. Any other questions, guys, do you have related to Wellness Week, related to menopause, related to Thailand, Phuket? Because I do need a toilet soon. Fucking hell. During my life. So I would need to go soon. Let me know. Yeah, I think the Wellness Week for women, it will be, you know, it will be predominantly focused on fitness as well, healthy eating, dancing, and just really inspiring each other, you know, to look better, feel better, to be more feminine. And then Men Wellness Week will be about testosterone, building muscle, working out, thinking about business, talking about business, how to earn more money, you know. Do you know Stitch? Yeah, I do, Chloe. Why do you say? Do you feel like I should do Stitch? Currently, I'm raising funds for my trip to Korea. I really hope I can raise this amount of money, because it would really help me to go there and, you know, to film all the content, to learn more about wellness. You know, I'm really becoming a specialist in this field now. Hamza, no, I think my passport will not allow me because I am from Yemen and my country's been in a war for 10 years. I see. What kind of follow-up or continuous support do you offer after the retreat ends? Well, I provide consultations, or I say consultation, just conversation, you know, like a therapist or a counselor. So this is something that can be provided, because I think a lot of people need an accountability coach, because we all know what we need to do, including myself. But why do we not do it? I will answer that, because we need someone pushing us, motivating us, inspiring in us, giving us pep talk, reminding us this is important, this is, you know, what you've got to do daily. That's what I do actually on my Instagram account. Daily I talk about wellness and health. Yeah, so that's what I would be offering. Slay. Right, any other questions, guys, before I let you go? So whoever is in Phuket, give me a shout. If you want to take me for nice lunch or brunch, let me know. So many lady boys, you know, some of them look so stunning. I always wonder, like, oh, you know, what do they do with their skin? I know they take a lot of hormones, but beautiful pirate look, thank you. Yeah, I have a different outfit today. I'm playing around with my fashion lately, so I want to change a few things. Yeah, I probably need to start another fundraiser so I can buy all the clothes that I need to buy. Good day, good day. Right, guys, I need to take this bottle. Hopefully my phone will stay up. Yeah. See, I'm drinking a lot first because I'm talking a lot. But yeah, let me know if you have any other questions. If not, then I will go. A gypsy, yeah, gypsy look. Pirate. I prefer pirate than gypsy. You don't have enough basketball gear. Basketball gear. No, I like sporty look, but I like it to make it like a bit sexy as well. Sometimes some basketball gear is a little bit too manly and not very feminine. I like to still be feminine. No, I don't think my passport, yeah, we've read that already. We don't need to repeat ourselves. You need an eye patch for full pirate look, yeah. Yeah, I do. Nat, how about an update on prices? Okay, how many videos lately on prices going way up? Is it overblown? What? I don't understand the question. Update on prices. What prices? So many videos lately on prices going way up. Oh, sorry, I'm with you now. Sorry, I'm being slow. Forgive me for that. You saying about prices in Phuket, right? That's what you mean. Sorry, I'm being food, lodging. Yeah, look, you should be on Instagram. Why are you not on Instagram? Only last week I did the entire day of showing apartments prices all live. Going here, filming there. Right, who's screaming? So follow Instagram because then I share a lot about food, where I'm going, how much it costs. It's harder to share this type of content on YouTube because, of course, once I've shared it on Instagram, it's very time consuming to then post the same thing on YouTube. So sometimes I do one or the other because, unfortunately, I just don't have enough time to do both. Especially when you don't get paid for it, you're just like, ugh, why do I bother? People don't even say thank you for it, so you're just like, okay, why do I bother with it? What's the purpose? What's the benefit? Yeah. But yeah, no, Phuket is getting ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, I'm telling you. The apartments what I used to rent for 10,000 baht now is 18. So that's more than 50% increase. It's crazy, no? Sometimes I'm thinking, are you taking a piss? Like, I understand inflation. Yes, things need to go more expensive because everything is more expensive, but not by 60%. Yeah, go to Instagram. Like today, I went to a cafe, showed the cafe, showed the hike, showed this. Like I show a lot more. And on Instagram, it's more of a storytelling, so I would start from the morning and then, it's more like a little movie, whereas on YouTube, it's random bits of content. So yeah. Tattoo. Yeah, I don't like tattoos on me. I don't mind it on other people, but it's not for me. I wouldn't cover my body in tattoos. I prefer just clean, hair-free, pigmentation-free body. I like to watch what people wear when I'm in the shopping malls, like the outfits and It's like really nice girls, just walks past, really wearing really nice stuff. Because in Phuket, people don't really wear a lot of nice stuff. It's very casual, it's very like sporty. I like to dress up now and again. Yeah, no tattoos. Yeah, you see, you agree with me. Yeah, you know this saying, why would you put a sticker on a Bentley? I wouldn't want to compare myself to Bentley, to be honest. I think Bentley is an old man's car. It's my opinion. I would say, why would you put a sticker on an Aston Martin? Classic, fast, elegant. I do like Mercedes too. In an affordable range, Mercedes are good. See, I have expensive taste. You know, I always say what I like, I can't afford. And what I can afford, I do not like. Very sad, eh? Your retreats looks amazing. Any chance you're planning to visit Yemen or host something here in the future? I think I've already answered this question. If you want to organize it, I can come and run it. But I wouldn't want to go there and plan it all myself. No, I have it all set up here. You're more like a Range Rover. Do you know what? I used to, my ex had a Range Rover and I was driving it. I enjoyed that car. Yeah, you just feel so powerful when you're on the road. You literally like don't give a fuck because you're very high up as well. It's nice car. I like it. If it's a Range Rover, I like Sport, Range Rover Sport, with like a cream interior inside with the wood and yeah. Do you know what? Rolls Royce I don't like. I also think it's a bit old money kind of thing. No. I either like sporty, fast or big and gangster. Yeah, so if I had shitloads of money, I would have two cars. The sporty, the fast convertible car, and then a big sort of family. Also, what do you think about Tesla? I don't like Tesla at all. Again, my ex had Tesla, another ex, not the one, the Range Rover ex, the other one. And honestly, yeah, I just don't like it. It's like a bus. I don't know. I know they have these fake sounds of engine and stuff that can make it sound like a car. No, I'm not a Tesla fan. Inside is nice, outside is a bit boring in my point of view. Mercedes, I like Mercedes. I used to have Mercedes. I had a coupe AMG. What did I have? 200C? C200, that's what I had. I liked it. It was like small, I mean, it was not small, but a cute car. It was a cute car. It really suited me. People used to say, well, when we think about you and I turn up in a Mercedes, they're like, oh my God, such a your car. So clean. I didn't want to have any people inside it. Because like, I don't want any dirty motherfuckers inside my car. It always smelled good. Yeah. And like girls have shitloads of shit in their car. It wasn't like that. It wasn't the case with me. It was immaculate. Yeah. If your channel had a theme song every time a video started, what would it be? You see me rolling. I'm joking. And then there's me like in a Volkswagen, the Mercedes. Yeah, I am in Thailand. Would never have electric car, full stop. I mean, never say never. I wouldn't mind, but it's a hassle thinking about where to charge it and all that bollocks, Yeah, plus, all this speculation that when you have electrical car, people will control you, the government will control you and blah, blah, blah. Right, guys, I need to go. First, I'm hungry, and second, I need a toilet. So I just want to finish this live by saying that if you are interested in my wellness programs, women and men, reach out. Send me an email, send me a quick message on Instagram. we can book a free call, free consultation where I can explain to you more in depth. I'm looking for small groups for now. I have a small groups only, 9 people max, because I want to build a relationship with each of you and I want to help each of you. You know, having big groups is just going to be no quality. You know, I don't want the quantity. Like I said, it will be in October. And if you want to support my trip to Seoul in July, I will really, 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 really appreciate any donation would be appreciated, and I will be forever grateful. Like I said, even a pound. So I will share a link for Buy Me a Coffee. It's called Buy Me a Coffee, but it's not Buy Me a Coffee. It's help me with my trip, planning trip in Seoul. Of course, in return, I promise to be as transparent, as honest, as open, show you as much as possible when I'm there, procedures, where I go, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna have, the bad, the good, the ugly, the truth, everything. And yeah, so please support me. I would appreciate it. I need to raise £1,500. Yep. Do you film your videos with coconut water in one hand and yoga mat in another? No, actually, I don't. Have a good evening. Yes, Alan, you too, darling. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, thank you for joining. Love you and miss you. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss this type of content again in the future, because if you are a subscriber and you have a notification bell, you will get a prompt message when I go live and when I post new content. So yeah, bye guys.